As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse.
And that pass is intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
That is not how you drew it up offensively. You want to come out, get some things established, get your quarterback in a rhythm, get the positive mojo going. The opposite just happened. Just made a big mistake. Now you just created so much momentum for the other team. Defense, please come and bail me out.
First down for this offense. The give on the inside. Smashes through. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll ride the hot hand. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get rounded up.
They'll give it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
And this was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full, because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. The ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And I tell you what, man, you got to do a better job of taking care of the football. I got to know I got the first down. Running backs, this is job security. You better handle that thing well, Palmer.
And because of that, David, you might see another running back jog out in the field the next time this offense takes it. We're seeing a lot more of that around college football now. There's a lot of committees out there, committee approach. One way to get yourself on the bench very quickly, put the rock on the ground. It's a coachable lesson for that young man.
The back goes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Young. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Hamilton. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff from the gun. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And it's picked off. Pass to 50. Pass to 30. He's at the 10. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Pocket starts to collapse. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse. Move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. He'll take another shot here. And that ball is picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
False start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds space on the right. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tight.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 14 to Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected.
He unleashes a long one. He's got it on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab on the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Alabama!
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. You know, I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
He fires it out to the right. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? They're going to throw it again. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think most defenses are thinking third and short. They're probably running it, but they did their film study. They knew this offense might take a shot in that type of situation. They dial up the pressure, and they get the sack.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Owens. They're bringing heat. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target, and as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Nice move to pick up yardage. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Hale. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Back to throw, it's Simpson. A little release to the back. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And now they regain the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad...
He's looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Feeling some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield, and that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Owens. Trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll just down it right there.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to run it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. New set of downs after that completion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their cues.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. He's loose. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He wants to throw. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. It's a draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The official says no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They've been running it, but now the pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, it's Owens. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Getting late. Pressure building. Huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun. Wants to pass. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Texas offense. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Yeah, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the board, and let's see less of the punter.
Back to pass, it's Owens. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. On the run, it's Baxter. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Probably the only people upset about going for it on fourth down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on fourth down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Working that deep right side, an excellent concentration on the catch. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tighter. Touchdown, Texas! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw at Simpson. Here's a throw downfield late. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park.